Dan's shower routine, step by step. This is Dan's shower curtain. It keeps water inside. Dan pulls the shower curtain shut. Now the water won't splash out. Dan turns the shower knob. Cold and hot water mix here. He waits a few seconds. Now the water is warm and ready. This is shampoo. Dan pours shampoo into his hand. It smells like fresh apples. Dan puts shampoo on his hair. Dan washes his hair. Dan washes his hair with shampoo to make it clean. Next, Dan picks up the soap. This is soap. Dan uses soap to wash his body. Dan washes his body. It makes slippery bubbles. He washes his arms, legs, and chest. Dan washes his body with soap to get clean all over. Dan stands under the water. The warm water feels nice. Dan rinses off the soap. All the soap and shampoo rinse away. Now he's clean everywhere. Showering is done. Dan turns the water off. Dan turns the knob to stop the water. After washing, Dan turns the water off to save it. This saves water for our planet. Dan opens the curtain and steps out carefully. After turning off the water, Dan steps out of the shower. Dan steps on the bath mat. This is a bath mat. The bath mat is soft and dry. After the shower, Dan steps onto the bath mat. He stands on the mat so the floor won't get wet. This is a towel rack. This is a towel. Dan's green towel hangs on the rack. It's soft and fluffy. Dan takes a towel. Dan dries himself. Dan rubs the towel over his skin. His arms and legs dry first. Then Dan dries himself off with the towel. Ah, he thinks. Towel feels warm after showers. Dan wraps the towel around his waist. Now he won't get cold. Dan wraps a towel around himself to stay warm and dry. Dan feels cozy now. Dan's hair is wet. Dan dries his hair with the hairdryer. Soon it will be dry. This is deodorant. Dan puts on deodorant. Dan puts deodorant under his arms. Now he'll stay fresh all day.